Hello everyone from Ukraine, you're watching Channel 24. My name is Andriy Drozda, and today we're going to have a brief overview of the front lines in Ukraine. We're going to see what is happening exactly on the battlefields in Donetsk and Luhansk region and what is happening on the south of Ukraine near Kherson. So let us go to the map. The most intense and fierce combat actions continue near the towns of Bakhmut and Vuhledar. Both towns are situated here in the Donetsk region, actually in the eastern part of Donetsk region, not far from Luhansk, from Alchevsk, but very active situation, very fast is changing near Svatove and Kremina. That's the border between Luhansk region and Kharkiv region. So here, according to the Ukrainian General Staff, today's data, we can see that Russian army had lost almost 800, even more than yesterday, 800 personal units, soldiers and officers during the last day only, and they also had lost 15 tanks and more than 12 armored vehicles and 11 artillery systems. All this data, of course, tells us about the intensity of fightings near Svatove, near Kremina, and another towns that I have mentioned, Bakhmut, Soledar, Vuhledar, and others. And today we have news about the fightings in the south of Ukraine near Snihurivka, but we'll talk about it a little bit later. Drafted, underprepared newbies are widely used on the battlefield from the Russian side, and this is the reason why Russians have such a high level of casualties each day. These soldiers are simply not prepared for intense hostilities. Now let's go back to this map here and take a look a little bit closer. We can see that this stable line, front line from Svatove to Kremina to the south. Here we have Kremina for everyone to notice, and here we have Svatove. So both these towns are very important for Russians to keep their defense strategy in this area, and this front lines is stable for a month already. So after Russian retreat from this region here in Izum and Liman, they were able to create another defensive front line and keep very hard to protect it from Ukrainian offensive attempts. Ukrainians are very active in their offensive attempts near Svatove, and there were some new attacks near villages. We will find them right here, near villages near Svatove, Novoselivske and Kuzemivka. Here they are. And we can see some new videos from this area showing groups of Russian prisoners of war. All those prisoners look pretty miserable usually, and they are complaining about the lack of ammunition, non-professionalism of their officers, lack of food, water, other supplies. That's the usual situation we can observe about the Russian POVs. A little bit to the south, near Makiivka village, and Ploshanka village, the Russian so-called war correspondents insist that Ukrainians had started their new attack here in this area, and they were stopped by Russian artillery fire on the first of the mentioned settlements in this village, Makiivka. If we believe this information from the Russian sources, it means that Russian occupiers, do not control Makiivka at this moment, right now. It is a contested area, though on this map from Deep State it is like painted by a red color as an occupied village. But right now the situation is changing very fast. It's very dynamic here. No changes on the map near Kremina, actually a little bit to the south. Russian report that there was some artillery shellings of their positions near this town from the Ukrainian side, but that's actually all the important news we heard for the last day from this area, from this direction. Bakhmut, let's go to the Bakhmut to the south. So Bakhmut, intense artillery shellings here continues. Wagner units, Wagner mercenaries, they keep trying to assault the eastern outskirts of the town. They're usually attacking the town from this village Pokrovsky and try to move a little bit to the west and push Ukrainians to the western direction. And they also attacked here in the southern direction in Opatne and Ivangrad. There was no success for Wagnerites, for Russians during the last day. So the situation is very hard, very fierce battles continues here, very fierce combat actions, but no changes on the map. And Vuhledar is another very important area, a very important part of the eastern front line. It's another town where Russians keep attacking from the south in the Pavlivka village. Excuse me. The map just jammed a little bit. So, okay, let us go back to the Vuhledar. So, Russians are trying to attack here in Pavlivka, and they used a massive amount of the forces here a week ago, actually, in the beginning of November. But after they had suffered extremely big casualties here in the previous week, they are almost stopped and probably try to create another plan how to attack Vuhledar from east, from Solotke here, and to continue the attack from Yehorivka to Pavlivka. And in the end of our episode, we will talk a little bit about Kherson. So in the southern part of Ukraine, interesting things happen near Snihurivka. Actually, it is situated in Mykolaiv region. Kherson region border is very close from here, on the other side of the Inhulets River, on the other bank. But Snihurivka is a very important town for the Russian defensive strategy here, so we can assume that Ukrainians will try to liberate the Snihurivka soon, and the battle for Snihurivka has already begun. Some sources even say that Ukrainians control a part of Snihurivka already. It's the northern outskirts of town that right now are under Ukrainian control, and now actually battle continues in the residential areas in Snihurivka. So till the end of the day, till tomorrow, the things could change here. There are chances that everything will look different on the map in the next 2 days, probably. And Russians also say that the big battle for Kherson has already started, and Snihurivka is the starting point of this big battle. So we will wait patiently, of course, for the official news from this region, from the Ukrainian general staff, from the military officers. And for today, this is all important news about the Ukrainian war. All we have to mention, all we have to say. Please share our video if you liked it, if you find it interesting. We will see you soon on our channel tomorrow in the same format, with the same brief overview of Ukrainian war.